Good morning, Internet fam. So it is a rainy, overcast day today out here in San Diego, which is good because being in Southern California, we definitely need the rain. And I am here today with my good friend, the Cryptostache. And
Yeah,
he's got a green screen now, too. He's pimping in the video thing. He's got a much better camera than me, so I'm kind of upset about that.
it's true. It's true. Yeah, yeah. He's got camera envy.
I do. I have camera envy. And I think I have lighting envy, too, because I haven't actually... All I'm using is just the one little lamp that I already had, just at a very low wattage.
Yeah.
So...
Well, I'm telling you, man. When I go big. I built my own green screen. I got these lights that light it really well and light me pretty decent. And off camera, I got a mic here, which I'm not using for today, but yeah, I use it for when I'm doing my streams and stuff.
Well, that's one of the things that I've liked about working with you in the past, and that I've respected is that you've always kind of, when you go after something, you're going after it in a little bit more of a legit fashion than a lot of people do. For those of you who don't know, I worked with the Stache back in the music days. He was doing a lot of music promoting and shows and stuff, and you're still playing in the band, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, I've been producing shows for, I don't know, maybe about 15 years, and I honestly just kind of, I would say, retired from producing shows with my Folk Revival Festival coming to its last year, fifth year,
Wow.
last year. So yeah, 5 years of that festival, about 5,000 people at the event every year, and it just came down to a community festival being run by community people was being crushed by these big guys, and we just didn't have the money to compete with them. So, but yeah, I definitely still do music, and the band, my current band, Brother Pines,
Yeah,
is
yeah.
actually playing a show tonight. Oh, you can see the guitar here in the background.
Yeah,
That's kind
yeah,
of nice.
yeah, a little bit. I cropped you in a little bit on Google Hangouts, but yeah. So, but you're just getting started now with doing the video, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I started my website early 2017, cryptostache.com, and I decided to go kind of the writing approach. Everyone was doing video, and I saw like a lot of really low quality type of stuff, a lot of shillers out there,
Hey, hey,
especially.
hey, easy with the accusations there.
Hey, I didn't say you. I didn't say you, but there was definitely a lot of people in November that were shilling coins and racking up them subs, and I'm over here just like typing away on my blog and like, yeah, more website hits.
Yeah.
But I'm self-contained, and I actually do well with my hits and stuff. At the height in December, I was getting about 10,000 uniques a day on my articles, and so that's pretty good. And
That's
yeah,
solid,
so
man.
but yeah, I mean, the video thing was something I always wanted to get into. Like, I do an in-person Bitcoin class for beginners here in Long Beach, and so my first working video really for crypto was for that. And so I, recorded one of my courses, in-person courses, and I turned it into an online video course, which I have on my website. And it's a very like beginners focused course,
Yeah, I
but
was there.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. You were there. Yeah, man. When I recorded it, that's right. So, it was a good class, and the video course I just offer my website for a pretty decent price, and I know it's about almost 2 hours worth of content, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there that do those things, but that was my first video type of stuff, and I knew that I really wanted to get onto YouTube and get my content, like actual articles and things, on there, and start doing some more streaming and things like that. But man, December was just crazy, and then rolling into the new year, and then usually my business is like kind of slow around those times, February. But man, I was just slammed. So
Yeah. Well,
and
you've
then
been doing you've been
took a
doing a
month
lot of
off.
work in the crypto space with other people. Well, can you talk about some of that? Your work with token. What is
Yeah,
that?
yeah, oh yeah, total, yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've definitely worked with a couple of people in the space already, consulting, and last year, people would hit me up like, hey, advice for this, or hey, maybe you want to jump on board with this project, or and so I had a
Hmm.
lot of things kind of cooking and going on, but then I pretty much just turned all these people down, and then I was approached by this company called Total, totle.com. You can check them out,
Yeah.
and they're actually they're the software developers. They're making a really great decentralized exchange aggregator program that allows you to reallocate your assets with one touch with basically like a slider type of interface. and it's really nice. They're getting ready to launch their software this summer, and right now it's in beta, so you can go check that out. But yeah, I did a bunch of writing for them and technical stuff for them. Writing.
So wait a minute, because I looked into it a little bit when I found out you were working for them, and I'm obviously interested because I'm in the space or whatever. But you're saying that it's going to be an improved interface for interacting with the decentralized exchanges?
Yeah, well, it's like an aggregator, right? So what it does is it essentially what it does is it uses one Ethereum smart contract to reallocate all of your tokens at once, and in the background it's pinging these decentralized exchanges, finding the best rates or whatever to make those exchanges with.
Huh.
Is the most simple way I could put it. There's a lot going on in the background. They use Ox as their main relayer, and like other partners like the Ocean and a couple others that are Amadeus is one of their partners as well for that kind of stuff. But yeah, really great stuff. Definitely check out the software. They have a beta right now which you can sign up for, and I checked it out, and it's looking really great. I don't officially work for them anymore, but man, I went and met the team over at Crypto Summit LA and talk with them, a little bit there. And it was good to catch up with them. And their CEO, David, was on point on stage, man. That guy's fire,
Really?
He's really a man of the people, I would say, where everyone's like, oh, regulation. Yeah, we should probably just be okay with whatever they throw at us. And he's like, well, hey. And so I appreciate that,
Well, you know that I'm completely anti.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty anti too. I'm not necessarily anti-regulation. I'm just anti being regulated by these jokers who think they've regulated things, and really it's just regulating them so they can make more money instead of we can make money, right?
Right.
Because everything I hear now, anytime I want to invest in something, is, are you an accredited investor?
Right. Yeah.
Oh, well, if you're not, well, it's to protect you, and that's why you have to be an accredited investor to invest in these things, and otherwise we're protecting you with our regulations. And I think that's just horse shit right there.
Yeah. No, I completely disagree with that as well. My other concern is it's not even that it's how unfair it is with the accredited investors and how they're only allowing like people who only have a certain amount of money into the space to be an investor or whatever. The kind of boys club of the wealthy whales or whatever, right, that they're trying to set up with all that. But my problem is how completely ignorant most of the regulators actually are. When you're talking about the SEC or whatever, it's like they're so completely ignorant of this of what's going on in the stock market and what's going on like with traditional finance, and then they're trying to come into crypto and make some kind of regulation in here, and it's like they literally don't understand a single thing about it, and it's just like, you're the one in charge. Like, are you kidding me?
Exactly. I know you don't even know how Bitcoin works, let alone anything else in the scene. And you're not bringing in anybody to like consult probably. And if they are, it's probably just for their own, benefits. And yeah, they're like, well, we got to regulate this, and how? And they don't really know, and they don't understand what it really is. And last year with all the people like JP Morgan and stuff, like, it's a fraud and don't invest. And then they're that was them buying as much as they can.
Yeah, that was my favorite when Jamie Dimon came out and said, Bitcoin's a scam and a fraud, and it should be like made illegal or whatever. He gave this ridiculous speech that asserted all kinds of falsehoods. At the same time, his daughter was buying as much Bitcoin as she could get her hands on. And he actually was potentially going to be brought up on charges for that, but I don't know what happened to him. He's Jamie Dimon, so he's probably going to be just fine and not be persecuted in any way.
And that's like, I don't even understand how, if you just had traditional investments with JP Morgan and you saw this guy doing that and heard about that, and you're just like, no, it's cool, I'll keep my investments with this guy who seems kind of scammy, right?
Completely scammy.
They're totally legit still,
But, hey, that's the funniest part about this whole thing. It's like, so many people are like, oh, I'm only interested in real money, and the real money is like the Federal Reserve notes that are just being printed willy-nilly by any bank that has a computer.
Real money.
Yeah, real money. The fiat currency that's just being absolutely printed faster than we can even spend it. And then and then talking about all the scams in the space, it's like, okay, yeah, there's been scams in the space. There are pump and dump schemes. There's been a whole bunch of different kind of scams that have been worked in the crypto space, but they're all kind of scams that closely mirror or are somewhat related to scams that existed previously. and traditional
financial
finance.
Right, I
You know,
know.
so it's
Well,
like,
same dog, no new tricks. It's
yeah,
just
you know what I mean. So
different
it's like,
industry
oh,
is all, I guess, man. And
the crypto space is full of pyramid schemes. I'm like, well, there's been a few out there, but they seem to, I mean, or people talking about human trafficking and like really horrible stuff. Oh, crypto's going to allow people to human traffic. I'm like that's never happened with American dollars before, right?
no, I mean the U.S. dollar is the most widely used currency for every illegal activity that is out there. I mean, if you
Totally.
could put all of the supposed illegal activities, right, that are happening on privacy chains or that people say they use Bitcoin for, which is stupid as shit. Why the hell would use
Yeah.
Bitcoin? We could easily just use U.S. dollars and it's accepted everywhere instantly, and
Yeah.
people can trade it, and it's it's the number 1 currency for terrorists. Man, they love it.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely. And well, other than maybe US arms, but let's not get into that debate.
What do you think they're buying the U.S. arms with, man?
Yeah, well, no, I mean, I think a lot of the times they're giving the arms directly. There's been a lot of evidence for that.
Free? Man, I want some free arms.
I know, right? Well, no, not you as an American citizen. We got to get rid of your Second Amendment rights. We're gonna give these AKs
Right.
though to like every terrorist
Everybody
in
else.
Syria.
Anybody else. Essentially anybody else.
Well, cool.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. Yeah, it's kind of a shit show, and we'll see how it kind of plays out here over the next year or so. And
Yeah, I'm excited about it. We'll see how it goes. All right, well, let's get into the market. Talk about the market for a minute. Now, as I don't know, have you watched my vlog at all? What's your
yeah. Oh yeah. I've caught your
He looked off
MasterNode
into the
episodes.
side. He narrowed his eyes. A lot of lie tells there. I don't know if he's watched my vlog or not.
I did. So but you told you I posted on that one. I'm like, you just rambling, man. You gotta just be precise. Give us the news. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Unless you got a sweet guest with the mustache like this.
Yeah. Well, I am jealous of that
one.
mustache. I'm not even gonna lie. That is a premium mustache right there. I was growing out my lamb chops for a little while. I was gonna be the crypto chops, but.
I like that, man. I think that you should try that out. We could, we'll do a show called Stache and Chops.
Yeah, I like it.
Or it could be Chops and Stache, but I don't know if that sounds as good.
No, I think Stache and Chops is fine. I'm not a glory hog. All right, so as you know on my show, I mostly talk about masternodes. There's a couple different reasons. I really like the idea that with masternodes, the community of people who are holding the coins is decentralized, and you're trying. The point of masternodes is they're trying to eliminate the big whales, the big corporate or government whales, by decentralizing the ownership of the network. So the individuals actually are the stakeholders running the network. That's one of the things I like about masternodes. Also, I think it's just as an IT guy, it's a superior technology to the previous. It is kind of Bitcoin 3.0 in a way. So, what are your thoughts on masternodes? What's your take?
Well, I mean, we've had a lot of conversations about this, obviously, but I'm a supporter of masternodes. I like where they're going. I think that a lot of times people also view them a little bit as a Ponzi scheme, as like, okay, well, you invest now, you get these little residuals, and really the profits are coming back from the investments, and so you got to keep getting people to invest. But there's actually some really good masternode projects out there that I feel are fairly solid. Pivx is one of my favorite ones. I don't know how you feel about Pivx in general, but
Pivx is one of my favorite ones too, and I almost talk about it on the show. Not at all, because there's no way anybody I know can afford a $70,000 Pivx masternode.
Well, right, and that's kind of the issue, is that you get to this point where when they become super popular, then you do kind of still have these whales who are the only ones that can buy because they're so expensive.
Exactly.
I watched a show, a couple episodes ago, and you were talking about some really good cheap masternode buys. There was one that we were like, oh, it's about only $80 for a masternode. I was like, damn, that is super cheap.
Yeah.
But like, I just, for me to invest in something like that, I need to see longevity,
Right.
Like this needs to work for a year or two.
Right.
I don't want to, and you could say, oh, well, you be the early investor, and that's going to be, we're getting the most. And you're right. I mean, that's usually where it is. But then you take the chance of, well, is this going to collapse eventually? And
right.
Are my coins gonna be worthless, or do I just try and short it and get in early?
Yeah.
And so it just really depends, I guess, on your personal investing. I'm more of like a invest and hold for certain things, and some
Well, yes,
things,
the word stash,
I should.
right, is
Yeah, well, exactly, and that's kind of what I advocate a little bit here, like on my blog and things like that, because I try and focus it a little bit more on beginners. But yeah, find a project, find something that you truly can believe in, and something that you can see maybe going the distance, and and that's what I invest in personally. Is I say, man, these guys have a real world product. This
Yeah.
is working right now. That's
Yeah.
why I've put a good, decent amount of my position in Steemit.com,
Yeah.
because I saw like they have a working product.
Yeah.
It works, man. There's thousands and thousands of people on that platform every day posting content, liking, doing contests, all kinds of things, man.
I'm a big fan.
Right there.
I'm a big fan of Steemit. I post every blog post to Steemit, and I've actually made some decent money on there. It's funny. If I was just gonna follow the money, I would just do Johnny Cash covers on Steemit. Because every time I post a Johnny Cash cover, I make like a couple $100. My vlog, like this here, I put all this work into. I got a green screen, you got a green screen. I'm having like high level guests that are in the industry and all this stuff. I'm like doing like technical market analysis. 25 cents.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm the exact same way, man. None of my posts make more than maybe 30 cents. My reputation's been stuck at 48 for quite some time.
I'm in the 50s somewhere.
No whales love my stuff, but the thing is, man, I put out quality. Everything I put out is high quality.
Yeah.
I'm not posting somebody else's bullshit, or like there's people on there who have reputations of like 75 or in the 70s, and they're literally just reposting shit from Zero Hedge.
Yeah.
And they just repost it from Zero Hedge, and everyone's like, vote, 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 vote.
Yep.
And I'm just like, yeah.
Well, that's kind of the it's the double-edged sword of Steemit, because it's so easy to just click the upvote and give them a couple pennies or whatever your vote's worth, and that's what's awesome about it. But also, there's no quality control. There's no in a lot of cases there's no attribution. You can take anybody's YouTube video, put it up on Steemit, and if you get like 300 upvotes, you're getting paid for somebody else's content just for posting it to Steemit. And in some cases, I'm sure there's people posting stuff to Steemit at the same time as the original content creator, and the content creator is not getting the upvotes, but the reposter is. So there's definitely some problems with Steemit but yeah, I'm a Steemit fan as well. I post everything on there. All right, well, let's get over and talk about the MasterNode market, because that is the point of my vlog. So Dash dominance up just a tiny bit today. Still holding down under 70%, which is good. The more Dash dominance goes down, I think the better for the whole MasterNode space. Let's see. A horrible day just overall in the market. It has been for about 24 hours, ever since the NVIDIA earnings call. Did you follow that at all, the NVIDIA earnings call?
I didn't. I saw a notification on my Robinhood app about that, and yeah, I was gonna check it out, but man, like I said, I've been swamped, man. This has been a really hard week. I've been doing a lot of things, so I didn't get to actually check it out.
Well, you're like me. You're running like 3 businesses and working for another 3 businesses. So that's exactly my situation. I've actually been doing construction this week, and when the foreman called me and he said, "Yeah, the stucco guys aren't ready. We're not doing construction until next Tuesday," I was like, I can breathe. I can like do all my other jobs, because I was like, I wasn't sure how I was going to be able to, schedule it as it was. But construction definitely pays a little bit better than some of the other stuff I'm doing. So anyway, yeah, NVIDIA basically said that as a result of they see the mining, the pace of Bitcoin mining going down, and so their earnings call was a little bit lower than they expected. So, and then as a result, the entire crypto market just immediately started going in the red.
Yeah.
Big drop.
And that too is because the difficulty. I don't know if you ever follow the difficulty of mining for Bitcoin, but
absolutely,
the difficulty increased pretty significantly in the last day or so, by I think it was like 3 or 4%.
Yeah.
So that has a huge, I think, effect on the entire mining community across the board.
Yeah. So you were talking about Pivx MasterNode. So right now, because the market is in the red, a Pivx MasterNode is down to $53,000, almost $54,000. So for the first time, which puts it more in the realm of affordable. It's interesting too how Pivx is only down 1.46%, where the rest of the market, almost everything's down, 5-10% at least. I mean, most of them are down 10% today in the MasterNode space, but Pivx is only down 1.4%. That's pretty interesting. I mean, look at
Well, I
some of these
consider it
buy
one of the more
opportunities.
stable coin. Yeah, one of the more stable coins for sure, is in my opinion.
I mean, there are some huge buy opportunities in here. Absolute MasterNode back down to $15. StakeNet I hadn't really seen before, but apparently it's got 1,200 MasterNodes now. Let's take a look at that coin in a minute here. Arctic is up 10% to $53. So while the rest of the market is crashing, Arctic is up, as well as Bitcoin Lightning. Bitcoin Lightning has been going up and up. I don't know anything about that
Yeah.
project.
I don't either, but I definitely I saw it on your blog like maybe the other day, you talking a little bit about it or something, and or maybe it wasn't your video, maybe it was somebody else's video, but yeah, you know, there's a lot of it. Sometimes it gets really confusing when there's so many Bitcoin somethings out there, you know, that when one comes along like this where it's a little bit different
Yeah,
approach.
I hate that
Yeah.
branding strategy, just like ripping off the Bitcoin name.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about Innova though. Look at Innova has almost 2,000 masternodes out there, and right now with this drop down to $451 a masternode. So let's go talk about that one for sure. Let's see what else here. Omega's holding strong at $5. I think it's amazing. This is a project that has 2,252 masternodes out there. That's that are just signed up to masternodes online. So you know there's probably a lot more than that out there. And yet it's only $5 for a masternode. I mean, that's a very strong network. And look at the ROI, 486%. Now, again, like you're talking about, it's early days for this coin.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, look at the Genesis block was, where's the Genesis block? Down here. Genesis block was, you know, less than 100 days ago, right?
Right. Yeah. It's only been a few months active.
So I mean, that's pretty new. But I mean, look at that price chart. I mean, this is not, I mean, obviously, if you're holding this $5 masternode, you're not going to be like, you know, chomping at the bit to sell it, right?
Right. Well, and that's kind of what I think you want to see in a master node, right? You don't want to see how it is in the first part because that's all the pump and dumps, right? You
Right.
know?
Yeah. This
But
whole
pump, dump, 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 pump, dump, 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 dump,
this
dump,
whole
pump.
section over here doesn't really matter at all on a masternode
No, I
chart.
know, right? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So, you know, you want to see it really flat like that.
Yeah.
I think with master.
Well, I like to see some motion. I'm you know, I'm always kind of bummed
Sure.
when it's just flat. But I mean, at the same time, I mean, this is indicating to me that this is at the bottom of the price curve. You know, it's been hovering around, you know, 1 cent, you know, or half a cent, you know, pretty much this entire time. So that's indicating to me that, you know, it's not going to go lower, so it's probably worth buying. And this is a masternode that pays 6 cents a day. You know, you get 13 Omega a day for you know, for a $4.74 investment. That's just, you know, to me that's, you know, I mean, that's a huge ROI, and obviously the ROI is going to go down with time as it becomes a little bit more legitimate. But I mean, you know, look, it's on 3 exchanges, you know,
That I've never heard of.
yeah, right. Well, Crypto Bridge is starting to be kind of I'm starting to respect Crypto Bridge a little bit just because I'm seeing it more
Yeah.
and more out there. So
Never checked it out, man. I'll have to go check it out.
yeah, it's one of the decentralized exchanges, and it's got the problems that all the decentralized exchanges have. But yeah, I mean, look at, you know,
That's
you're
one of
gonna
those problems. Yeah, just one of those problems that company I was talking about earlier, Total, was kind of working on. You know, with liquidity providers and how to, you know, aggregate those things together and pool them resources so you have a little bit more liquidity for, you know, trading and stuff.
I love the idea. I absolutely love that idea. If people move forward with that. So Innova, let's take a look at Innova. Innova right now, a masternode, $459. I've never seen Innova even close to this cheap. I'm sure it was at some point in its history, but I mean, this is at the bottom of the chart, and this is a coin that's got right now almost 2,000 active masternodes out there, and I mean, the team is on it. They've been doing all the right moves. They're on Cryptopia and Crypto Bridge, right? And they just released a new Android wallet in beta on their Discord not that long ago, and this masternode pays you $1.70 a day. So I mean, you know, $11 a week, $50 a month on a $450 investment, and that's right now with the market being at the bottom of the market. So you can imagine that if this coin goes anywhere near its previous, you know, okay, let's eliminate this part of the chart and pretend it doesn't exist, right? But even so, they're hovering around, you know, $5 a coin back here, $4 a coin, you know, and for good reason. I mean, it's a solid project, and right now it's we're at 45 cents a coin.
Hmm.
So I mean, I think anybody would think that this,
Well, everyone's chart kind of looks like that chart. You know what I'm saying? Like if you go back and look at most of the, even not masternodes, but everything, because that was December, January, right? Where people were just going ape shit over crypto,
yeah,
and there was money coming in, and every coin, even if it was a shit coin like XRP or something, like, people were just pumping the crap out of it. And like it's the best, and
yeah.
they drop right back down to a very much, significantly less, in percentage overall. So. I
Yeah.
think that's kind of what you'll see on a lot of these charts if you're
Yeah,
looking at
absolutely. I
them
mean, the
in
whole
February,
market
March.
obviously went absolutely crazy in January and or December and January, and then the hard crash. So that is what we're seeing. But for me, all indicators are still showing that this is the bottom of the market, and this is the time to buy if you have any kind of
Yeah.
cash. Get
Oh
in.
no, for sure. Yeah, I would totally agree. I mean, that's you look at that chart and it's pretty clear.
Yeah, yeah.
I guess some people, so for some people don't are maybe not as good at reading charts and stuff like that, and that's kind of one of the things I like to try and help people with on my blog. But yeah, very clear that this is an entry point that you want to be at if you're going to get into something. Anybody who bought before where we're at right now, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
if you smooth out the lines, this is the chart line, right?
Yeah. Right. And it's a steady decline, right? But I mean, I don't know. I guess I feel how like master knows that's kind of how it should end up being, and you get to this point where it stabilizes when you get there a decent amount of nodes in the system, and you know,
Yeah, and that's how it is. If we go look at kind of a more a MasterNode that's got a little bit more history, I always like to look at Arctic. Arctic's very affordable. B, it's been around for like 3 years. And C, I mean, look at how it pumped when the rest of the market crashed. It's up almost 9% today.
hmm.
While the rest of the market, completely tanked because it's a legitimate coin that's got over 1,000 masternodes out there, and its Genesis block was, almost 2 years ago.
Hmm.
So, this coin has been around. And, again, another legitimate coin with, a new Android wallet they just came out with. And this is kind of the chart I like to see where, you're seeing, okay, this is
Right.
following the market, but it's got a lot of ups and downs, and you can kind of get in and find a good entry point.
And you can see the difference here too. Go back to the graph.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you can see the difference here, right? Well, in that beginning portion, right? They didn't start super high and then keep continuing to go down. Like it had its dips. It had the big pump in January, and and then it kind of went back down to its previous kind of action there. Yeah. So you can see kind of across the board, it's been fairly stable, I think.
Yeah, other than this, the
Fairly
ridiculous
stable.
January, December pump, it's
Yeah.
been, hovering right around that 6 cent place. And of course, yeah, I don't know. It's just and the ROI is not that bad. I mean, it's actually 28%. You're not going to get
Hmm.
that from a savings account. You know what I mean?
No, you definitely. Well, yeah, not any kind of savings account we probably have any kind of access to, but
Yeah, right. And I mean, and look at it's
yeah,
on,
these.
all these, exchanges. It's
Yeah,
probably on
Cryptopia is legit. I
it's,
think
it's
that's
probably on a lot more than that. So, and I know $14 a year doesn't seem like much, but if it's every year and consistent and your investment's only $52, that's really not that bad. I mean, because you're still holding the investment, and the coin's probably going to go up with as the market recovers. This coin's going to recover too. So,
yeah.
um,
Well, and that's the thing too is that masternodes, I feel are really about a long-term, long-term hold, and because that's I think what they're intended to be when you're talking about $54 to buy masternode now, and then it's $14 return every year. Well, I mean, how many years does that take for you to recoup your initial investment on that? Right. And so you hope that it's going to go up from there, because if it doesn't, then it's going to take you almost 5 years to get that back.
right,
And
right.
so those are the things I consider when looking to invest in something like this.
Yeah, me too. Me
And
too. I
whether it's
mean,
going to be a long-term hold or if it's just something I'm looking for a price increase at some point, and then
well, I think you and I are both
ready to get
really
more
looking.
Bitcoin.
I think you and I are both looking at long-term hodl because I mean
Yeah.
that's just I mean, I've been burned so many times by not hodling. I mean, did you know that at one point I was holding 20 million stellar lumens?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, at one point I was holding 20 million stellar lumens, which right now would be worth like $11 million or something. and of course I sold them, I like 3x'd on my $20 investment or whatever it was back then. And so I sold my stellar lumens to make $30 or whatever. and missed out on that going to the moon. So
No, I'm also a holder of Stellar actually, and I bought and hold. I bought cheap and
and you're better off than me because now it's 60 cents a coin. So
yeah,
this,
I don't remember what I first got in. I have to go look, but it
this
was
is that
maybe around.
Bitcoin Lightning. Now it's only been out half a year. It's only been out 142 days, so it's relatively new, and it's got kind of that traditional MasterNode kind of early pump and dump jazz over here, and then it's just got this really low price across the board. But I've been seeing it go up, significantly, consistently for the last week or so. So I'm not sure what's up with this project. It is, let's see. So a MasterNode is $137 right now, and with an ROI of 600%, over 600%, you're making $2.35 a day.
Yeah, volume's really low though.
It is. And look, they're not on hardly any exchanges either. I mean, I don't even know
Yeah.
what these exchanges are. Do you? You familiar with either one of those?
No.
Me neither. So it's like,
There's so many out there. I'm amazed at how many are out there, and like I don't know how they survive. I guess it's just anything they can do. It's good. I don't.
well, in the case of these decentralized exchanges, as soon as you fork an existing decentralized exchange, it just and put it up, it's up forever as long as anybody's using it at all.
Yeah.
It exists, and so there's going to be more and more of those, and that's why like the idea of Totle really gets me excited. Total, is that how they say it?
Total. Yeah, it's total, not Totle.
But it's Totle, right? Like Chipotle.
Yeah, well, not really, but sure. Yeah, no,
it's not it's not Chipotle.
Chipotle though. Oh yeah.
So let's see. This one here is called StakeNet, and it jumped onto the chart today rather suddenly. It's got an ROI of 54%, which that doesn't seem like a crazy high ROI to me. It's down 13% today. It's on some legitimate exchanges. I consider Cryptopia a legitimate exchange. A lot of people get upset about Cryptopia, but I think they've been in the game for a while and they're pretty legit.
I would agree. And I have an account there, and I've done a small amount of trading on that platform, and feel like it's okay. Yeah.
So for a $5,200 MasterNode, you're getting paid back almost $8 a day right now on this coin. $50 a week, $230 a month, almost $3,000 a year, which means you're going to make your money back probably in about 671 days. Again, at current prices, and as we know, the market's down pretty low right now. And if you look at this one here, you know what I mean? What do you think about that chart?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely more spread out, obviously, because it's brand new. But I mean, you're seeing the same thing, right? You're seeing the coin starts at and it's right. You're drawing the line, perfect. Yep. And so pump, dumped it real, and then a little bit more, and then now it's kind of starting to even out. And you see the bumps that are a little bit less bumpy.
Yeah. So I don't know.
So that's the play right there. If you're a if you're a day trader, any new MasterNode comes out, wait for the initial pump that you're always going to see. I mean, you buy it low here initially, and then someone's going to pump it and drop it right there.
Yeah. If you buy it here and then sold here, that's something that I've been seeing on the MasterNode coins that you could do and make money on. Just to buy at that first hard drop, wait for it to recover a little bit, then sell, and then wait 4 months and then buy again.
And then buy back in. Yeah. And honestly, man, I there's times where I kick myself in the ass because I didn't do that,
Yeah.
Man, I'm like, oh, I should have done that. I should have, but it, like I said, I'm not the, I would say I'm a bit of a lazy trader when it comes to it. Like I really am looking for the best trade possible. I'm not going to make any risk in that. I always try and find the best possible entry point and either hold with that or know that I'm going to then be selling at a certain point. But that's I feel like that's few coins for me.
Well, I mean, that's both of us. We're looking to hodl, right? I mean,
yeah. Well, right. Well, there's lots of people who spend their time all day doing this stuff, researching and trying to trade and find ways to make 5x on their coins, whatever. And I just don't do that. I've literally never converted any of my crypto into US dollars. Nothing.
Yeah,
Not one damn cent, man.
well, you know, every time you do, you're going to kick yourself 6 months later. So, so
Right, and that's kind of what I've seen, and I've your story and other people's stories, and I'm like, well, I know a lot of people are like, no, the hot old thing is over. 2017 is when you should have. Now you'll get wrecked if you do it, and it's like,
yeah.
all right,
So are you
we'll
in
see
the?
here. It's a long term game, man. If you're sprinting right now in crypto, you're an idiot. That's simple. If you're sprinting in crypto right now, you're an idiot.
Yeah, well, especially while the market's at the bottom like this, I completely agree. So let's talk a little bit about social send because we've been having a little cat fight on Twitter about social send, and then it turned out that perhaps I was being trolled by the stash.
A little bit, man. I thought it was kind of fun. Yeah, I just saw you've been pushing that social send a lot, and so I did go check it out on your kind of recommendation and jumped in the Discord and got a little bit of rain on me and went and signed up for the platform and checked out a little bit. And I think there's some potential there. I think the social thing and is huge when it comes to adoption of stuff, right?
Right.
Everyone moved to Facebook from MySpace because everyone was like, "Hey, I'm on Facebook," and all their friends are on Facebook, so they got to be there too.
Right.
And so, no, yeah, but I did troll you a little bit on that, man. Just trying to see what you would say, and it's all fun back and forth. The thing is, I don't troll other people, only my friends.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then I guess I have to be okay with that. So I mean, what is your thought on this? For me, I can't believe that this team has a product out that oh my goodness, 9 cents today. 9 cents for social send right now. That is so low. I haven't seen it that low in months. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's only weeks, but in the crypto space, things move quick. So
yeah, it does. I think you were talking about it was at 8 cents one time on your video blog, and you're like, "This is unprecedented. I've never seen this before."
Well, I mean, like any cryptocurrency, at one point it was fractions of a penny, but that was quite some time ago. This is a MasterNode that right now is worth $576, and that will pay you back about 74 cents a day. The ROI being approximately 50%, just under 50%. But man, that is such a low price. I mean, and they're on Cryptopia, they're on Crypto Bridge. They're what I mean. They're not only on some of these decentralized exchanges. I just that is just crazy that the price is this low. So are you on the Discord right now? Can you Discord with me at the same time?
Oh yeah, I could jump on the Discord, but I want to see that chart real quick. I haven't really looked at the chart.
Okay, yeah, let's look at the chart.
And I'll get my Discord up.
Yeah. So here's the chart. We saw a little rise as they released their platform, and now it's kind of just back down. But I only think it's down to 10 cents, 9 cents because the whole market's down, right? Let's be real.
Yeah, for sure. Everything's down pretty much. There's a few gainers, but in general, I think it's just kind of how it goes.
Yeah. But yeah, 9 cents. That is I think that anybody buying into this coin at this price is going to feel really savvy in a few months because I just think the team's on fire. The stuff they've been doing in the Discord, the stuff they've been doing on the platform, all the partnerships that they're working on integrate some kind of. They said they were going to announce some kind of integration this week, I think, with a new platform. They just got listed on that jalapeno.io. Yeah, I mean they're working on other exchanges. I don't know. I'm interested in what's going on with that. Let's go take a look at the rain channel. Are you in there now?
Yeah. Oh no, I can't be in the rain channel because I didn't fill out their lengthy thing yet, I guess.
What's your username? Let me see if I can get one of the mods to add you.
My username is @SeamusMcGinnis.
Let's see.
It's my gamer handle because I use Discord for gaming mostly. I posted in the general chat. That's where I'm hanging out. I'm relegated to only general. I saw when they made the announcement, like, "Oh, you got to do this and do this to get in the rain." And when they first did it, I went and actually submitted. But then they were like, "Oh, we changed the form, and here's the new one." And then I didn't go back and submit it, and I apparently didn't get approved off that first one they posted. So they got that info too.
So let's see. Hey, can we allow Seamus McGinnis in here? Shooting the live vlog right now. Let's see. How am I going to describe you? He's a well-known crypto vlogger. How's that?
Yeah, I put the link to my blog, cryptostache.com, in there so they all know what's up.
The Crypto Stash. There we go. We'll see if they let you in there.
I can't believe they don't know the stash. Who is that?
Yeah. Well, they don't know who
Preposterous.
Seamus McGinnis is.
That's true. That's true. Like I said, that's my gaming handle. Maybe I should change it just to the stash because everybody knows my stash in the game world. And so I don't know that you can do that though. You can't
MDX
change it once
says
you've
you
done
still got to fill in the form like everyone else. And then I said he filled out the form, but then the form changed. People thumbsing up. He's still got to. 2 thumbs up now for he's got to. 3 thumbs up for he's got to fill in the form like everyone else. Oh,
I was gonna do it. I just didn't get around to it because, like I said, I did it the first time when they screwed up the URL when they posted it, and I still got the link because I'm savvy and understand that they just added the end of the part of the sentence onto the URL, and I was like, oh, okay, well that makes sense.
So they've got some new commands in the Rain Discord. They've got drip now, which only hits a couple of people, and they've got what was the other one? There was mist. Mist only hits a couple of people too.
Yeah, damn, man, you gotta take screenshots of like following on all these things, and that's crazy.
Well, I think what happened is the channel got so popular they were getting overrun with bots.
Yeah, I get it, man. I think I follow them on both Facebook, Twitter, but I can't get on. I've tried to do Reddit, man. There's just so many damn trolls on there. I try and post my stuff, and they fucking downvote me, and I'm just like, great. You'd rather talk about your shit coins and what you're pumping right now
I
than
can't deal with
content.
Reddit anyway. I mean, after the founder, committed suicide, and then they got bought by Condé Nast like a week later, and they started censoring everything that was at all like freedom of speech, libertarian leaning. I just can't do the Reddit anymore. I'm only on voat.co.
Yeah, I've checked Vote Out. It's okay. I feel like it's kind of like Steemit, so I just decided Steemit's my Reddit. You know?
You know what? I can't. But the problem with Steemit is it's. I have a little bit of a harder time curating exactly what I want. Unlike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'm taking all the screenshots for him. All right, continue talking about social send and MasterNodes.
Yeah, I don't know. I like I like Storm too. So I like they've got new commands. They've been working on the bots. They've been trying to clean up their channels and making it more legitimate. And I don't know. To me, it's a team that's been putting in a lot of work, and the price is just stagnated. It's hard for me to figure out what's going on with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. But hey, 9 cents a day. Good buy opportunity today, fam. Well, I think that vlog is probably already 20 minutes now. Oh, Shower was one of the other new ones too. Monsoon, that was one of the other new ones too. Monsoon, 0.1. There we go. Monsoon was one of the new commands. That kind of hits a lot more people than some of the other ones. Yeah, they've really been adding some cool stuff. I guess what happens in the channel now, if you look at when the people are getting hit by rain here, right? At the end, it has these 2 little hashes, right? And those 2 hashes are some of the rain is getting saved into what's being called a cloud, and then every once in a while, the cloud will just randomly burst. And
that's kind of a cool feature. Yeah, it sucks up enough water from little things here and there, and then eventually, like a rain cloud, boom,
yeah,
thunderstorm.
and it'll just drop a little bit of crypto on everybody who's in there.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's pretty fun and interesting. It's to me when I first saw that in the channel there, it really kind of blew my mind because I hadn't seen anything like that. It added a functionality that hadn't previously existed in the crypto space that was really just kind of fun and interesting and was really able to like bring people who weren't crypto investors just on Discord into the chat, and then boom, they can suddenly get, you know, a little bit of crypto just by sitting around chatting with the people who are in there, you know?
Yeah. No, I think it's a cool feature, and I would definitely like to see more stuff, you know, from them. I think
Thanks
that kind
thanks
of
for being on the
goes
show
along
today.
that
I'm
line.
gonna go ahead and tip you. This is a paid a paid placement here.
Nice.
So let's see. Where's that? There he is, Seamus McGinnis. We're gonna tip Seamus McGinnis. How about 5 social send? What is that right now? 9 cents, 45 cents. Your time's probably worth more than that. How about
Wow.
how about 10 social send?
I'll take it, man. I'll take any cents I can get.
There you go. Well, I know you're gonna stash it, and at some point, these when social send goes to like, you know, $1,000 a coin.
That'd be nice, huh?
Well, hey,
But then no one wants the social send no more because it's too expensive. Like, oh no, I can't get rid of that social send, and then you have the same problem that you do with like Bitcoin.
well, no, but you can send 0.00001 of a social send, and unlike Bitcoin, it's a 60-cent, 60-second transaction. So
That's awesome. Yeah.
yeah. All right, man. Well, I guess I'm gonna shut off the vlog now. We can continue chatting if you want, but I'm gonna sign off on the vlog today. And as usual, fam, keep noding.